Hey guys, it's King Tornado Maintainer Gamer here, and I'm fixing to do a weather update on my Facebook and YouTube, so y'all can just bear with me a minute. So I'm gonna get Facebook up now, and hopefully it works. Here's Facebook. Alright, give it a minute to load. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay, because I got my mic. Whew. Alright. I'll get this up here. Gotta give me a drink real quick because my throat's itching. Ugh. Alright guys, so I'm fixing to come on here and give you guys a weather update. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay, because I'm not using the headset mic like I would normally use. I am using the I'm using the microphone to my webcam that I use for YouTube. So I am going to share this video really quick, and maybe this thing will work. So I'm going to give it a minute and let's see if anybody comes on. It's not letting me read the comments right now. It's not letting me read the comments like I would normally read for some reason on Facebook. So it's going to be hard for me to see your comments. So I guess after this video's over, I will look at the comments and answer them or something. Unless it lets me look at them early. I'm going to trace the path of the tornado here in just a minute once everybody's on okay. Hopefully someone's... Okay, looks like I got one viewer watching on Facebook. Let me check YouTube. But I can't see if they're commenting or not, which is very weird. And one viewer on YouTube as well. Okay, I can see the comments on YouTube, but I can't see them on Facebook right at the moment, which is very weird. So just bear with me, y'all. So what I'm going to start off with, I'm going to zoom in out the radar on Facebook so you guys can see where the tornado went through. So I got to zoom out a little bit. I'm going to go a little toward the southwest. I'm going to pan the radar southwest of Kentucky, and we're going to see where the tornado started at. All right, so here's where, okay, there was I think there was about 6 tornadoes that went touchdown in Kentucky, I think, on December 10th and 11th. So I'm going to start with the biggest tornado that hopped across a lot of states. So here's where the tornado started. It started just a little northeast of Little Rock, Arkansas. I think the first place it hit was near Jonesboro, Arkansas, and what it did was it destroyed a nursing home. Like, it tracked from Arkansas. Let's see. It went through the Boot Hill in Missouri, crossed the Mississippi River into northwestern Tennessee. I gotta zoom in because it touched and went across near Union City, and it was an started near Jonesboro, Arkansas. A little bit in between Jonesboro and Little Rock. Started here, hit a nursing home near Jonesboro, I think. Went through the Boot Hill of Missouri, crossed the Mississippi River, went through northeastern Tennessee, went up through Mayfield, which, by the way, Mayfield is in Graves County, so this is the area that got hit by the tornado. Went north of Murray, near Land Between the Lakes. Here's Graves County, Callaway County, Marshall County. Wait, is that Marshall County? Yeah, I think it is. Then went near Land Between the Lakes, hit Princeton. Went near Hopkins and Christian County. Here's Muhlenberg County, which I'm gonna show you the areas. I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see the roads it went along, like it went across. Here's Muhlenberg County. There's Central City. There's Bremen, which, by the way, Bremen was hit pretty bad. Here's Greenville. The tornado, there was 2 separate storms that produced tornadoes. There was damage that occurred south of Greenville, which hit a convenience store. Or was it Central City? No, it was Central City, my bad. It hit Central City and Powderly. That tornado hit Bremen, which, by the way, it was still a good size when it went through Bremen. And then it, once it crossed into Ohio County at weekend, went close to, I think it was Rockport. Rockport, not Rockyport. Rockport. Meant Rockport. See, now I'm getting communities mixed up. And then I think it came back again and it went through Hartford, which, by the way, Hartford was actually hit pretty bad. Beaver Dam, I've seen a video where someone put on Facebook where there was it looked like there was multiple vortexes in Beaver Dam. Like there was 2 areas that was spinning in Beaver Dam. So we don't know if that was a tornado, 2 tornadoes, or if it was a tornado that was trying to form off multiple vortexes. You don't see that stuff around here. Went through Beaver Dam. See, there's 62. There's Horse Branch right over here near the Jingo community in Jingo. Tornado went through the northwestern corner of Grayson. Went through the northwestern corner of Grayson County. See, let me zoom in. Here's Highway 62. I think it went a little north of Shorts Creek. And let me see, where is Falls of Rough? Oh, here it is. It went through this area on 79 near Falls of Rough. Went up into, let me zoom out, show you guys. No, I came through here. Came up through Breckenridge County. Which, of course, it jumped Hardinsburg. Which it missed us here in Litchfield. Which, by the way, it's almost like us. Litchfield is in a bubble where we're just immune from tornadoes. Like Litchfield has an immune system apparently over their town. But you don't know. Then there was, how do I say it? There was, it missed Hardinsburg. Missed E-Town. Went a little bit close to Ekron near southeastern. No, hang on. It went through. It touched Irvington, portions of Irvington. Went through portions of Meade County. Radcliffe, went a little north of Radcliffe. Went through Shepherdsville. Missed Louisville. Hit. I think it went through Taylorsville over in Spencer County, which Spencer County is out of the area. And then I don't know where it went afterwards, if it weakened or after Taylorsville. I don't know if it went on past Taylorsville or if it weakened. So someone correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I'm going to see if I can get these comments to work where I can read them. Because someone needs to correct me. I don't know what I'm looking at. I mean, I don't know where it went after Taylorsville, because there's another tornado path I'm fixing to track after this one. Hold on a minute. Is there comments? No. Yeah, there is. All y'all doing is just saying hey, but just hey. They're just saying hey and stuff. I'm fixing to trace another tornado thing here in just a minute. I don't see any comments if I got any of these wrong. But that's the tornado that was tracked multiple states. Someone said I've heard stories that maybe we don't know if it's the same tornado or not, but there was another tornado that went up through toward Indiana, that went like in a northeastern direction past where I was tracking at. I don't know if it was the same one or not, but I hear it went all the way into portions of Ohio, close to Cincinnati, if that was the same one or not. Because if it is the same one and it went toward Ohio, that means it went north of Frankfort. I mean, it may have hit Frankfort. It may have went through Owenston, went up toward the Falmouth area, and may have went up towards Cincinnati. No, it actually could have went this direction toward southeastern Carroll County. It could have went up towards Cincinnati because there was pictures there was a picture. If you guys follow the group, I think it's Quad something tornado damage, or I think it's Quad State tornado damage on Facebook. They was showing that there was a picture from Beaver Dam that took all the way as far north as Cincinnati. There was a picture of someone that was carried as far north as Cincinnati. All right, so I'm going to get started on the second tornado, which I am going to see where that one started at, because there's 3 or 4 different tracks. There's 3 or 4 that I'm going to have to track. I've done track the first one, which is the big one. So I am going to have to see where this is. Hold on. Give me a minute. I'm trying to figure out where it went. I know the first one pretty well. I know when that one went to Bowling Green. And I know that direction which it took, but I'm trying to figure out where it started at because it's weird. I'm trying to figure it out here. Where's the path? Oh, here we go. No, I don't need that one. I've done tracked this one. I don't need that one. I think I need this one. Okay, I found the tornado path. Actually, I found there's 2 different tornadoes along the same path, but different directions. So I'm going to show you guys it. Okay, I'm going to start out because there's 3 or 4 tornado tracks I'm going to have to track. Okay, the second tornado that went through in northeast direction was started in this area of Tennessee, went up through I think it bypassed these areas that was down there, the lakes near Tennessee, went through, once again, Christian County, went through Todd County, Russellville, clipped portions of southern Butler County, went through northeastern Warren County. And this one went through Edmonson County, Hart County, LaRue County, and there was another one that started right in Bowling Green. And this one went in a direction. The one that went through northern Warren County, went through parts of Edmonson County, Hart County, there's Horse Cave. No, yeah. LaRue County, Greene County, Taylor County, Marion County. And then the one that rip-roared through Bowling Green, that tore through, what is that street called? Magnolia and Nutwood Street, those areas over near downtown Bowling Green. If you guys are familiar with the Taco Bell and Walgreens areas around the Magnolia Nutwood area. It's not too far from Russellville Road, and it's not too far from WKU campus. It's not too far from any of those. And from what I heard, the Bowling Green Airport took a hit. Areas around the Bowling Green Airport took a hit. Here's the one. The one went right through the middle of Bowling Green, but it bypassed WKU. Went through portions of southern Edmonson County. Went through northern Barron County, southern Hart County, along the Cave City, Horse Cave areas. Clipped a little sliver of Metcalfe County in their Center community, which, by the way, if you aren't familiar with Center, in 2017, Center, Kentucky didn't get hit with not one, but two EF1 tornadoes just 10 days apart from each other in 2017. I don't know. There's something about that community where there's tornadoes that comes through that. I don't know what about that area. Went through Greene County, which is Greensburg, Campbellsville, and Taylor County. That took a hit. That was an F3 tornado. The one in Bowling Green was an F3. The one in Mayfield was an F4. Strong F4, almost F5. Campbellsville, portions of Marion County. I think this is that Casey County right there? I think it's Casey County. Boyle County, which is Danville, if you are familiar with Danville. Nicholas, I don't know if it ended in Nicholasville or Richmond, or hold on. I'm gonna have to see. I gotta overlook that one, because that one, I don't know if it stopped in that area or if it continued on going. Hold on. I gotta go back to that. Where's that picture at? I had it on my phone. Good gosh, I can't even find what I'm looking for. But there was two tornadoes in Bowling Green. The one that started in Bowling Green was the one that hit that area where the Taco Bell and Walgreens is, which I pretty much know where that's at because I've ate at that Taco Bell. The Burger King that I always eat at in Bowling Green is near that area. But I don't think Burger King was touched because I would eat in that area. That's where the Burger King that I would go to was on that street. So hold on a minute. I got to find where it is. Oh, I had it, but then I don't know if it stopped past Danville or not. While I'm doing that, I'm going to look at the comments on my phone and check the comments on my Facebook. All I get is a what's up. Really? Man, y'all are cold. And then that may have been the end of it, unless I'm wrong. Because I've heard that Bath County took a hit. Where is Bath County, Kentucky? Is it? Hold on. Where is Bath County, Kentucky? I know that was a hard hit area. I don't know if where Bath County is. Because that area took a hit. Let me see. Where is Bath County, Kentucky? Because that was another hard hit area. Let me pull this map up real quick and full screen it. Yeah, I'm going to download the image. I want to download the image so I can look at it a little better to on my gallery. So I'm going to download it real quick and look at it. Hold on, I'm trying to give me a minute. I'm trying to look for Bath County. Okay, there's Fayette County, Nicholas County. Hold on. I gotta zoom in and see where Bath County is because that's a hard hit area. Flip. I know Grayson, Kentucky is where Mason County is. Robertson. Oh, found it. It's right here. This is Bath County. That's another hard hit area. So it did go through. That did go. I think that was the same one that went through Bath County. It took me a little bit to find it. So this is Bath County. That was another hard hit area. What town's that in? Does it even have a county seat? Owingsville and Sharpsburg. I didn't even show up the county seat. And then there's another tornado that went up through. Don't think it was a bad one, but I think it was an F2. And the one that I'm talking, the one that came up through Burkesville was the one that went through Nashville, and it was going in northeastern direction. See, I'm going to show you guys where it's at. See, here's Nashville there in Davidson County. Here's Davidson County, Robertson County, Sumner County. It went through Nashville, a little north of Nashville, went through Mount Joliet, Tennessee. Where is Mount Joliet, Tennessee? There's Mount Joliet, Tennessee. Went through Mount Joliet. It was going this direction. Here's Macon County. Here's Clay County. It went through parts of Clay County. I think it came up along the Allen Monroe County line, went through Monroe County because that was an area that was under a tornado warning. Here's Burkesville. Tornado went near Burkesville. Went through portions of northern Clinton County. Here's Russell County near Lake Cumberland. That area was hit. A little tornado went through there. It was like an F2. It was like a strong F1, weak F2. Here's Somerset. I think that's Pulaski County. In Somerset, Pulaski County. Is it Pulaski County or... Hold on. Is it Pulaski County? Hold on. I think it's Pulaski County. And London, over toward London. And then I think it went through parts. I think it went toward Mount Vernon, Kentucky. And I think it stopped around in there. But that one wasn't as bad as the one that went through Mayfield. Bowling Green was pretty bad, but it wasn't as bad as Mayfield. But it was weird. It's... Alright, I'm done tracking the tornado's path. Now I'm going to get to the weather update. So right now on radar, It's pretty clear. There's nothing around us yet, but I'm going to zoom out and I'm going to show you if there's any rain. Look, there's not even storms or anything nearby. There's just wind, which, I mean, there's a lot of wind in the jet stream. See, look at this. See, look, all the way down to Jackson, Mississippi, Florida, little southeastern Georgia. Look at this. There's even hail. There's not even storms and there's hail. How in the world does that happen? Unless it could just be a misunderstanding and the radar's acting up. I think that's probably what's going on, is that it may have been a misunderstanding. Because you cannot have hail without a thunderstorm. Now, you can have wind, but you cannot have hail. So that has got to have been a misunderstanding. Really? We're really going to do this again? Computers are just so... I absolutely hate when your computer runs slow. You can be in the middle of a freaking... you can be in the middle of a weather update, and your computer will just go slow. Hold on, it's loading up. It's loading in. Here we go. I'm going to change the zip code to Litchfield. Oh, never mind. This is what we need, folks. We need some cold air. This is what we need. So it's chilled. So it looks like at 11 p.m. it's going to be 32 degrees. Mostly clear. It's going to drop down 31 at 1 a.m. 30 at 2 a.m. And it's going to be 30 all the way to 8 a.m. Then back to 32. 9 a.m. 37 degrees. 10 a.m. 41 degrees. Load next 12 hours. 45 at 11 a.m. 12 p.m. 46. And oh my god, and then it just drops completely. At the highest it goes up to is 47 degrees. And that's at 1 p.m. And it's weird. Now look at this. Look at this. Okay. Look at okay, I'm gonna show you guys something. Look at 11 p.m. all the way to nighttime of Wednesday. Because at 1 a.m. on Wednesday, it's 34 degrees. Drops down to 29 at 5 a.m., 28 6 a.m., 27 7 a.m., 8 a.m. 28, 31 90. 90 a.m. 31 degrees. 10 a.m. 33 degrees. I got a little tongue-tied there. I couldn't think what I was saying. I've never did that before. And I mean, that's basically all I've got. That's basically what's happening here. And I got to go to radar. Got to go back to radar. I'm going to tell you guys a story here in just a minute. Because when about the Bowling Green tornado, I'm going to tell y'all a story because I've seen this on YouTube. I've seen this on Facebook and YouTube, and I'm going to talk about it real quick before I get off Facebook Live. I'm going to talk about it. So if you guys can give me a minute, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. Give me a minute. I'm going to talk about it really quick. So, I was going through YouTube. Okay? And this dude lives in the Bowling Green area. Okay, he lived near the... Okay, hang on. If that's the right video or not. I've seen several videos. I've seen one where this dude, the storm chaser I watch on YouTube, lives on the WKU campus. Western Kentucky University campus. He lives... And he lives near the campus. There's everybody's outside trying to figure out what's going on. And you can see this dark area coming near the WKU water tower. The lights go out and then they come back on. Everybody's just running through screaming, except for this one dude. This one dude standing out here acting like nothing's happening. One dude just stands out there and he has his phone up like this, doing this. if you guys have seen me on YouTube doing this, just looking through his screen, like, okay, I think I'll just stand here for a little bit. Next thing you know, the power flickers again, comes back on, still standing there. And then when the power goes out for the last time and it doesn't come back on, then he decides to go inside when it's actually right there close to him. He just runs in, and it's just weird. And I've never and I'm like, oh my gosh, you're a storm chaser, but you're gonna stand there like an idiot? You're gonna stand there like an idiot and video it? Oh my God. People are crazy. Yes, I'm a storm chaser. I'd like to go out there and video something like that. But I'm going to tell you right now, if there's an F3 or bigger or coming through my town or come near me, I'm not going to be out there standing there videoing it. I'm going to be running in to get shelter. It's, that aggravates me. And then I found one of the local meteorologists that owns a radio station in Bowling Green. There's a local meteorologist down there that I used to watch when I was a kid. Used to be on TV, but he's not on TV anymore. He works at the radio. He works at a radio station down there. Listening to him on the radio talk about where it went. Hold on a minute, I'm having some issues here. And he's talking about where it went. And then next thing you know, I hear this roar on the radio like it's coming near him. He's like, okay, I'm getting under the soundboard. It's coming. And he gets under the soundboard, and he's still on the air. Power didn't go out because he was still on the air. Power didn't go out. He said he heard the roar, but they didn't get hit. But a mile down the road of the area that I was just talking about earlier, near Magnolia and Nutwood Street, not too far from where that radio station was, took a hit. Because he was driving around looking at the tornado damage in Bowling Green, which, by the way, Magnolia and Nutwood, that's kind of where the Taco Bell and Walgreens set at. Because I've been on that street before. It just took me a while when I went down there to look at the damage the next day after it happened. I went down there, and it took me a while to process where it was at. Then all of a sudden when I went through the neighborhood, it hit me. I knew where it was at. I knew where it was at. Took me a while to process it because, of course, the buildings there that you're used to seeing is completely demolished. The Fatted Calf had a pickup truck in the parking lot with a piece of wood, two or three 2x4s shoved right into the front of the pickup truck, shoved right through the engine. How in the world is that truck not caught on fire? But it's just sitting there with a piece of 2x4s shoved right through the engine. And I'm telling you, it's bad. It was bad, and it's probably still like that. Now, I had signal down there. I almost came close to Facebook Live in the damage, me driving through where the damage is. But I've learned that there's some areas of Bowling Green that did not have signal. I had signal down there. It's just, if you're on I-65 in between Smiths Grove and Bowling Green, if you're coming down that area, there is a dead spot because one of the phone towers actually may have taken a hit down that way. There was I think it was a phone tower that took a hit down that way. But it was weird. There was a farm in Smiths Grove that got hit. In between Smiths and right in Smiths Grove near Bowling, not too far from Bowling Green, there was a farm area there was a farm that got hit actually. And I'm telling you, we couldn't go the way that we would take from Bowling, like when we would turn on 31W and it would go right. And when 31W would turn right, but if you go left, you turn on 101. We would always turn right to go to 31W. Down 31W, going in the Bowling Green on that end. We had somebody stop us and say we couldn't go in Bowling Green that way because there was damage strung out near that area. So we had to go left on 101. On 101, go through Smith's Grove, hop on 65, go in on different end of Bowling Green to avoid driving through, because there was like, they said there was like debris strung out across the road. But we managed to get to the area. The industrial park took a hit. The Corvette Museum and the Corvette plant also took a hit. I did not see anything wrong with the Corvette Museum, which I mean, they said there was a roof that blew off one of the buildings and it caught fire. I looked at the Corvette Museum. I did not see anything like that, unless it was on the backside where you couldn't see it. But I know one of those buildings, they had fire in the roof. But it was weird, because I had to go to Bowling Green to run a few. I had to go to Bowling Green that day and run a few errands anyway, so it gave me something to look at while I was down that way. And the airport, the Bowling Green Airport, part of the buildings there took a hit. And I mean, I'm used to seeing damage like that on TV. And me be like, oh, it's just on TV. I'm down there seeing, because in other places like Oklahoma, you would see stuff like that on TV. You would actually see stuff like that. What you don't know is, when you're standing there looking at that with your own eyes, you want to look at like, what in the world happened here? I'm sitting there looking at that with my own eyes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is bad than what I thought. Passed a few news channels down that way, which when I seen, of course, we didn't know at first where it was at until we realized we was close to it. I did not know we was on that street until we seen the cop cars, until we seen the news channels. We knew exactly we was near it. We was near where the damage was. Like the whole neighborhood. Every house got hit. Every single house had been touched with either that shingles ripped off or a house been completely demolished. I've even got pictures of it on Facebook if y'all want to go look at them. Of a whole neighborhood got hit. And then, if y'all familiar with the gas station near the Corvette Museum, the Which gas station that's owned, I think it's either Marathon or so, okay, the Which gas station, that took a hit. All of the gas pumps was turned over. I know where that gas station is, because every time I would go in the Bowling Green, I would stop at that gas station. It's like I knew where everything was. It's like I knew where all the areas it was. That gas pumps was completely flipped over. And normally when you knock over a gas pump, it caught fire. Gas pumps didn't catch fire, but they was completely like it was blew over. And the power lines, and the power was out. It's just weird. I'm going to tell you right now, everybody is saying this. Right now, Kentucky is completely tied with Oklahoma's tornado outbreaks they've had. It is completely tied right now. Let me tell you something. The weather is saying we're due for another tornado outbreak. I hope it don't come another one, because I don't want it to get bad again. It says we are due for another tornado outbreak on December 28th. Please tell me that I'm wrong, that I didn't read that I read it wrong. Because if I'm reading it correctly, I'm going to be shocked. I'm telling you right now. That's 2 tornadoes this year that's came close to our area. But the first one wasn't as bad. The second one was strong. Some towns, if a tornado misses a town, there's people saying that those towns have bubbles. And then of course, I was listening to the local news out of Bowling Green. I was listening to Channel 40 out of Bowling Green. One of the former weather meteorologists, used to be a weatherman on one of the TV stations, showed up there, and he was talking about how they thought Bowling Green had a bubble. Tornadoes can't go through downtown, can't come through town. Unfortunately, they got proved wrong. Bowling Green does not have a bubble. It does not have a bubble. I'm going to tell you right now, this is my opinion. If any town has a bubble, it's us here in Litchfield, because we have a bubble. There has not been a bad tornado come nearby since, oh my gosh, 2000 or 2001, the one that went through the factories here. and where my dad used to work, he seen the tornado at the time because I wasn't even born yet. My mom, I wasn't even born yet, but it was close to me being born. That tornado went through the factories where my dad used to work before I was born. And I'm going to tell you something. We ain't even had a bad tornado like that come through since, oh my gosh, 2000, 2001. And it's 2021, and obviously it's 20 years, almost 20 years later, and there's something like that literally come close to us but misses our town. At first, if it hadn't went left and it changed directions, it would have hit us head on. But it changed directions. And it went toward Shepherdsville. But if you guys are familiar with the storm and tornado chasers that's all over Facebook, that tracks storms all over the United States, if you guys are familiar with those people, I was looking at one of their posts. I think it was 2 or 3 days ago. I was looking at their post. They said, and I'm saying this like how they put it. I'm saying it how they put it. They put out that there's another tornado outbreak possible for December 28th. That's going to include Missouri, Tennessee, Kentucky. Had those 4 states in it. And then somebody asked, they said, okay, is it going to be as bad December 10th and December 11th? The storm chaser said possibly yes, because there's going to be heating in the atmosphere. There's going to be a lot of heat and a lot of wind energy. But there's a lot I've seen on Facebook, there's a lot of people that's been complaining. There's been a lot of people been complaining, okay, when the first tornado watch came out for the area, it was purple. It was PDS. Across Western Kentucky, Illinois, Missouri, Arkansas, that was purple. It was PDS. But then a regular tornado watch comes out east of that includes us, that's pink. And it's not even PDS. It's a regular one. But the worst of the tornadoes occurred more outside the PDS area and into where it wasn't so bad. And I'm like, what in the... It's just weird. There's a lot of people that's been complaining about it because they said that tornado watch over us should have been PDS, but it wasn't. That just ticks me off. It ticks me off that they're like, okay, I know. It ticks me off how the people there work. It's just weird. They'll say, oh, here, we're in a tornado outbreak. Let me just put down the weakest tornado watch there ever is instead of the most particularly dangerous situation one. Obviously, if you know there's heating there, why don't you put up the PDS? It's weird. I've never understood why. I have never understood why they would just put down a regular tornado watch, but then they could just easily change it to a PDS. It's crazy. Which and I'm telling you, I'm going to tell you this before I go. I'm going to tell you one more thing. I seen what these weather people said. The Weather Channel said. Which, of course, I'm going to tell you this. If Kentucky gets under one more tornado outbreak and has more tornadoes, they're going to bypass Oklahoma. They're going to pass up Oklahoma's tornado outbreak. They're going to pass it up. And what's going to happen? We're going to be known for the new area that had the tornado outbreak. We're going to be known for that now, sooner or later. All right. I think I've done enough. I'm done. I've been talking for nearly, good gosh, 30 minutes to an hour. We'll see if there's any Facebook comments. If there's any Facebook comments. No, there's not. And either they're not working because I'm having issues with Facebook and YouTube. I'm going to look at YouTube really quick before I jump off here. Okay, I'm answering comments on YouTube right now. Yes, we did have a tornado. Yes, I'm answering this comment. Yes, there was a tornado in Kentucky, but it bypassed us. It hit Bowling Green in Mayfield. What is hell? It's okay. I'm gonna explain it to you because I know you don't keep track of the weather that much. Hell is those frozen. Okay, have you seen those frozen ice balls that comes down? You know, it can be different sizes. There's like frozen ice balls that comes down from the sky. It's like frozen ice. You can collect them, like you can get them out of your yard and you can put them in a freezer. They're hailstones. They're pieces of ice that comes down during a severe thunderstorm. They sometimes come down before there's a tornado in your area, or they just come down whenever there's a strong thunderstorm that has it. No, actually, you're wrong. Evelyn, you're wrong. Actually, the biggest hailstone is not golf ball size. The biggest hailstone, here's the biggest hailstones can go as big as teacup. Like, you know what a little teacup is? Size of the inside of a teacup. They can actually get as big as that. Because you've got pea size hail, golf ball size, tennis ball size, and teacup size. I think it may go bigger than that. And I think it also has softball size as well. Yeah, they're saying there might be another tornado outbreak this December 28th. The Storm Prediction Center said it. Named out states that's going to be impacted in it. And you know what the scariest part is? They put down. They're like, oh, there's some areas that probably hasn't been hit during a tornado outbreak. It's probably gonna get hit. That hasn't been hit yet. Hope it ain't near me, cause comes near me, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I couldn't even go live that night. Which I mean, I did go live for a little bit, and I was tracking the storms, but then I got kicked off. Like it's like their weather was affecting the internet and it kicked me off and I couldn't go on live for a little while. Like I didn't get to go live until maybe a few days afterwards and then I found out the radar that I use to track the storms, like it works through, there's radar, it picks up radars nearby. One of those radars got hit actually. So I couldn't come on anymore for a few days. But yeah. But I'm done answering comments. I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and jump off Facebook. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. And if I find out any more about the severe weather coming up, I'm going to try to come back on I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'll wait till next week to worry about it, and I'll probably come on and update you guys if anything, if it does get confirmed, even though it says it's a possibility. I'll come back on if it's confirmed, but I'm going to go ahead and get off here. I've been off near close to 50 minutes, and I think my time's about up. I'm going to go ahead and get off here. You guys have a good night. You guys on YouTube have a good day. I'm off of here.